If you want to bring in over $1,000 a day, then this is the video you need to watch. I'm going to give you marketing strategies that you can use so you can take products, digital products, physical products, intangibles, whatever it may be that you want to sell, courses, etc., so that you can actually make money online. Now, I happen to do it with physical products, and as you can see, by January 5th on this specific day, because that's one of the days that I like to show, I added more products to my site, and you can see that I have a plethora of products that generated me revenue. Now, there are some more than others. Another day where basically I did $1,000, you can see that I have multiple products that sold that day, and that's how you can make money. So I have experience with physical products, digital products, software, and I'm trying to put it all together so I can show you how to make money from different market channels. Now, on January 5th, you'll see that majority of the ads that I did run on that particular day came in all from Instagram. So when I allowed Facebook to decide whether it's coming from Instagram or Facebook or even WhatsApp, but I think I had that turned off, majority of my ad revenue came specifically from Instagram. Now, on another day, you can see that I had revenue from different places, Facebook and Instagram, although it's scattered from different metrics. Now, I've tried different things. I've done different things. So if I open it up over a long time span, you'll see that I have money coming in from Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So I've tried different methods to see what works. Now, that takes me into our next portion. When we talk about planning to make money, you need marketing channels, different ways to attract your audience, attract your potential customer, send them through a funnel of understanding, seeing your product, understanding your business, understanding your offer, selling it to them, and then them purchasing. So there's a few different ways that you can go about it. One is organic social media. So let's say the name of your business is RGB Lights, right? And you sell RGB lights to go in a room or some office space, wherever it may be. You can post videos of your content on the page for your business. So your RGB business account, you can post videos and post every day, multiple times a day to that account. And you can generate traffic, which will be organic because these are people that naturally flow and come to your channel by stumbling upon it, by algorithm, by virality. These are different ways that you can attract and find your customer. So number one is organic social media, posting on your business page. Number two is paid advertisement. That's what I preach a lot. That's what I talk about a lot because that's what I learned alongside organic social media. But I really put the time in trying to understand paid ads. And I do paid ads by starting off with organic traffic. So I see what works organically. Then I put money, a budget behind that content to see what can be pushed to a larger audience. So they work hand in hand, but paid ads is another way. Paid ads is essentially you having a video. It could be organics from organic traffic or not, that you say, hey, I want this video to be placed in front of my potential audience so that they can see it and potentially purchase or have some call to action to, in this case, generate money for me, right? They'll purchase a product. That's what paid ad is on a simple, basic layman's term. If you want to see a strategy on paid ads, I talk about Facebook ads. You can see the link in the description. Now, next is influencer marketing. This is where you DM influencers. You say, hey, I want you to promote my product. It can be a hard sell, meaning, hey guys, I'm sponsored and I'm doing a collaboration with this brand. So RGB Lights, you can see how it turned my room into a different, whatever the case, a different atmosphere, creates a different vibe, right? It can be a subtle brand collaboration where it's a day in the life, and then inside the day in the life, they just simply click the lights, and then boom, just like that, you can see the lights go on. I got these from this website, by the way. It's real subtle, but there's someone that engages with it and wants to see it, and they'll buy from them just for that reason, right? So a subtle ad, you continue with whatever your content is, but you find a way to incorporate it into that influencer's branding. So those are two different ways that you can sell: hard sell, soft sell. I feel like both work hand in hand depending on what the influencer's brand is and who their audience is, and if that is the correct audience for your business. And then lastly is your personal brand. So if you have a personal brand, something that you do, basically you are the influencer rather than hiring an influencer. Maybe you have a brand that is centered around men's, for me, right? Like maybe it's creating an office space or creating an aesthetic or some form of vibe, right? I don't know how I would word that, but for the RGBs, right? You could do something that is centered solely around that. For instance, a great example is Ashton Hall, who is a great influencer, but in the gym realm, but is blowing up, right? He has done a day in the life, but inside of that, he's promoting brands subtly. He's promoting the sparkling water. He's promoting the clothing that he puts on for the gym apparel. He's promoting, you could say Rolls Royce because you know what type of car he drives, right? You could talk about the suits that he wears. You could talk about the car that he drives. I already said the car, but different aspects of what he does in that day in the life where you have a product that is tied to what he does, who he is as a influencer, his personal brand, the glasses, hair, etc. So these are different ways that you can input your actual product, your brand, to input your actual product into your personal brand. So it's important to have a personal brand, and you see a lot of people talk about it, like Iman Gaji, or if I pronounce his last name correct, he talks about having a personal brand, and inside of his branding, any video he has, he promotes his products, and it's centered around him as a person. So whether that be Watt because he's a part owner now, or when he was talking about Educate.io, or any of his other courses, basically, it was basically centered around what he did in a video to market those tools. So those are different ways that you can go about creating a strategy and implementing a marketing plan to generate thousands of dollars a day. It's very straightforward, except you have to plan for it. You have to strategize. And inside of each of these, you have to build a strategy, essentially a team, a plan to attack each perspective. So organic social media, how am I building a brand for that business to post every day, to generate content, to generate attention, eyes, viewership, to build influence for my potential customers? Am I running paid ads to put it in front of the specific customer based on things that I've learned from organic traffic? Am I contacting and working and partnering with influencers on a monthly basis or even on a one-time basis to see how their audience reacts to our product? And on my personal level, if I do have a brand that matches the brand that I'm building from a professional and a business level, can I incorporate that into my personal brand to get free marketing to further my brand as well? So these are different ways you can go about it. Now, if you go back, you'll find old videos that I have of me doing the same thing with my app. I was doing personal branding for speaking in Spanish, and then I was also running paid ads. So I hit 3 of the 4. I just didn't do influencer marketing, and that allowed me to generate thousands of dollars for the mobile app that I created. So I have experience doing this in multiple categories or segments. Have they blown up to millions of dollars? No, but I feel like I have my feet wet in a lot of areas that allow me to provide information, strategies, and ways to go about business for marketing so that you can build your business out as well. So if you'd like to have conversations with me, learn more, or just dabble in it and talk with other like-minded individuals, you can click the top link in the description. But other than that, I hope you all did enjoy this video. I hope it was valuable, straightforward, and I have videos linked below so that you can find all the different ways to make money based on different marketing avenues. So until the next time, we'll see you in the next video.